Assalamualaikum, my brother and sister. My name is Akila Amili, and I'll be covering this informative vlog and its content. A while back, my partner and I went to Kedah State Museum in Alustar. We've prepared ourselves in the morning at about 10 p.m. We drove from Sungai Petani to Alustar for about 45 minutes. We are very excited to visit this particular museum. Once we've arrived at Kedah State Museum, we get to see the workers wear traditional Malay outfit. Though we had a little trouble to get permission to film for about 30 minutes or so. After getting permission to film within the museum, we get to see a lot of historical information about the state. So for the title, we chose Malay metalwork and jewellery. So enough talking, let's start with the metalwork. For the first metalwork, we got golok. The golok is a useful implement, but it is also an effective weapon. The blade is heaviest at the center and is therefore well balanced for attack and defense movement. Its pointed end enables for mainly use for cutting and sweeping. Nevertheless, there are goloks, which are shaped like a parang with a heavy hook at its tip. For the next, metalwork, which is also another weapon, the sawa. Although the sawa is similar to the tumbuk ladder, it differs in the shape of its hilt and scabbard, which are decorated with silver mounting. If I were to say something about this weapon, I would say it is effective when it comes to combat. So that is it. Moving on, the next weapon is called balador. Now, the balador is a little weapon which is used for disemboweling their opponents. While in combat or not, it can be easily be hidden in the folds of a sarong in a shirt sleeve. The end of the hilt is curved. The way to hold the balador is to use the little finger and curves of the hilt. Next, we got the lawi ayam. The lawi ayam is also called as kukuak ayam or rambai ayam. It is a weapon that is winding and has a sharp end either being on the side or on both sides. The way to hold this weapon is to use your index finger and making sure it enters the upstream hole and stab or slice on the abdomen pointing outwards. This weapon is small that it could even be hidden in a roll of cloth or in a person's pocket. The woman would hide this little weapon in their bun. From what I can see, this weapon it can be very nimble when it comes to combat. Now for the final metalwork, we got the badik. The badik is a traditional Malay dagger used as a weapon of defense or for domestic purposes, such as slaughtering animals or cutting meat or onions. The blade of the badik is forged from steel for durability. Since this weapon originated from Indonesia, this weapon has a wide variety of styles, especially when it comes to the Malay version. The badik is worn on the right side, butt end of the handle pointing to the rear. Once the weapon is shifted from the right to the left side, or when worn at the left, it is to signal an impending combat that's yet to happen.
When it's come to fashion sense, the Malay from back then did not lack one bit, especially in traditional sense. After influence from different region and culture, it resulted in and iconic Malay traditional fashion that is still in use until today. These are a lot of attention to detail and the use of technique such as filigree and metalwork. Let's start with the necklace. These necklaces are handcrafted from different materials. The common use of materials are silver and gold. For the beads, it's usually from the use of wood or glass, especially in older or rural design. What gives symbol to this necklace are their pattern, which are floral that symbolize beauty. Next, we got the shoes. It's common to be worn by women, especially for any formal occasion or when it comes to traditional dance. Though there are a few shoes especially made for the royals. Finally, the hairpin, or in Malay, it's called cucuk sanggul. Cucuk sanggul highly the craftsmanship and cultural symbol that tie to the traditional Malay fashion. They are decorative and carry social significance to the wearer, commonly made from material like gold, silver, brass. Though some pins are shaped like flower, some of the popular design would be jasmine. The fashion emphasizes modesty, grace, and a connection to nature, with motifs inspired by floral fauna and Islamic art. The conclusion, we thought we wouldn't learn much, but in the end we were very wrong. There are always something new to learn, especially when it comes to historical value. When we are learning about the historical of Malay, we are immersed as if we are witnesses to his story unfold. At, at the end of the day, nothing was wasted, and it's fun for all to learn about this. The final take would be you learn something new every day. Thank you.